Alright, second video here today. Talk a little bit about, we just did a video over the quick break test. Now we're going to kind of look at centrifuge tube. So, if you're into 1444 or any other document, you have to do, again, system verification checks. And one of those system verifications for the wet magnetic particle bench is a pear-shaped centrifuge tube that we fill up to 100 milliliters on our bath here. And then we need to have anywhere between 0.1 and 0.4 milliliters of iron filings in the bottom of that. So, a little bit of a procedure to actually do this. First off, one of the things that we did before we came in and did all this stuff now is I ran my fluid through my tube here, let the pump flow for about a half an hour, which is what you're supposed to do. Okay, so I did that earlier, let this thing run, and you can see how it's kind of dirty brown right now. That's good. That tells me that I have, at least from just visual, I have plenty of iron filings in there because those things are kind of a dirty brown. So, saying that, I've got a clean centrifuge tube here. I have no fluid in that. So, clean centrifuge tube, I'm going to fill that up to 100 milliliters. And then once I've done that, I actually have to take that and I have to demag it. And I have a yolk laying right over here, so I'll demag it, and then we'll look at one that I've done already through the magic of TV, kind of like they do in cooking shows. So, I'm just going to fill this thing up to 100 milliliters. Okay, so just filled it up here, and you can see that it's green. I've got my fluorescent light, black light, shining on it here, so it looks kind of greenish, which is good. That tells me the dye that's stuck to those little particles is doing its job. So I'm going to roll over here like we would do for normal magnetic particle everyday inspection or system verification, and I'm going to take my yolk, okay, and I'm going to run this thing through the yolk, okay, somehow, some way, try not to spill it, to demag all those particles, so that way those particles will kind of settle out and they will come down here and park down at the bottom. So, saying that, now we have to let it set for an hour. So we would process X amount of parts on our wet bench, and then if there were any parts that we deemed bad or good either way, in that hour, we have to wait to actually do anything with them, reject or accept, until this thing comes out good. Okay? We haven't talked about the ketose ring yet, but we will. So, that being said, through the magic of TV here, this is one that I ran out already today, and I've got, again, 100 milliliter centrifuge bath in there. So we get up close here. I'm looking 0.1 to 0.4 on my tube. If you can see that number right there on the other side is 0.5. Okay, these are 0.05 steps. So if I came clear down here at the bottom, that's 0.05, 0.1. Sorry, 0.15, 0.2, 0.25, 0.3, 3.5, 4, 4.55. So I'm parked right in there about 0.25 milliliters in a 100 milliliter bath. So right in the middle where I need to be. Plenty of particles in there, acceptable bath. That means once this other centrifuge tube settles out over time, that hour, and it comes out somewhere close to the same as long as it's in that 0.1 to 0.4 milliliter bath set, we're good. So, just a quick little centrifuge tube demonstration there.